Welcome back, guys. I found my microphone. Hopefully it works. I haven't tested it out because last time I used it, it was raining outside. So whenever it ended up on our kitchen counter, I hope it didn't hit the rain before then. So today I have an AmiAmi package. You can see the little card that they included. This was ordered towards, I want to say, the middle of Christmas, but it took a little longer to get here. One, because that's just how it is during the Christmas season, especially for international packages. The other reason is they tried to deliver it but couldn't because there was no one here to claim it. So it's been in the post office waiting for me. I just didn't know because someone in the house took that little slip they leave in the mailbox and didn't tell me. I forgot to show you all their information. If you've been watching for a while, you probably know, but for any new ones, that is very useful information. In this package, there's just a couple things, but I'm still equally excited about them. The first one, they did a really good job by putting it in bubble wrap. This is the first time I've seen them do that. Usually with clear files, they put it in between two pieces of cardboard. So this is I believe the size is A4, just a standard 8.5 by 11 inch clear file. So it fits standard computer paper, essentially. And this one is for Hetalia. Unfortunately, I'm kind of over Hetalia right now. I still like this particular character as well as others, so I'm still keeping my America Nendoroid, but I am selling my America A-Zone doll as well as some other clear files. So if you follow my stores on eBay or Mercari, I'll leave links for that in the description. They are up for sale. Next, under this paper, I have 3 figures. You can only see 2. The first is the Kuroko Nendoroid. I love him. I was debating whether or not I should get him because I already have multiple figures of him, but I ended up getting him because he was just so cute. Look at him. So I'm going to do a quick review of that. And then the 2 figures here that I have are these bodies for the Nendoroid dolls. So they released a couple that were in different skin tones, and I believe I got cream and almond milk. I'm hoping that these match both Kuroko and the America Nendoroid doll. That way I can sell back the boy and girl Emily and I forgot the name of the guy. Because as of now I'm using the boy's body for America. The outfit is really cute too. I kind of want to keep it, but I also ordered outfits that won't be released until later on in the year. So I'm hoping that these bodies will work. For the sake of the review, I'm going to open one of these. I'll take the cream just because I feel like this might be closer to what I have. I think this is going to match Kuroko pretty well. So there is tape on the bottom. It just says Good Smell Company on the bottom. And then the back has all the information that you would need about this doll. Majority of it is in Japanese, but I'm sure they have information for English buyers somewhere on their website. But it's pretty simple, very small box. And then I'm going to open it from the top since there's no tape. Harder to open than I thought it would be. I don't want to rip this box. Oh, there we go. And then you can just pull this out. There is a little pamphlet inside that just, I'm assuming, is like standard Nendoroids. It tells you what should be included in the box as well as how to assemble certain things, both in Japanese and English. So we have the mirrored base, which means all the feet on these bodies do have magnets, the actual stand arm as well as extensions. Then we have an extra headpiece, I'm assuming that looks like the bottom to the heads, and then extra hands as well as the body. And these are all, it looks like, taped, so there we go. So that works fine. So I'm just going to take the body just because the hands look like pretty standard ones. There is a finger pointing, some flat ones, one kind of giving you this pose. I don't know how to describe that. And it's 4 of them, so you get, I'm assuming, a pair of the same type. Here is the body. It's a lot brighter on camera, I'm sure, than it looks like in real life. In real life, it's a very soft pink, very light in color. Compared to the almond milk, it's a lot paler, as you can tell. Actually, the camera is doing a pretty good job. Just a bit brighter in person, on the camera than it is in person, but you can pretty much tell the difference. I thought the almond milk for some reason would be a lot tanner with an olive almost tone to it, but it's actually kind of that standard yellowish orange skin tone. The bodies I've already reviewed Nendoroid dolls, so I'll just give a quick run through of how they articulate. The shoulder joints are standard 360 joints, but the joints on the elbows and the knees are the kind that it's just a peg, so you can only move them up and down. It does a pretty good job though, because I mean, that's pretty realistic, I would say. The hands are standard pegs as well. Overall, they're very articulated. The ones that I had in the Nendoroid doll versions, Emily and, was it Roy? Kai? Something like that. I don't remember. But they got loose pretty fast. These feel very stiff right out of the box, so that gives me some hope that they will be a lot stronger for posing. But regardless of how simple the posing is, these do give you a wide range of articulation, because you also have the torso and the chest area that can move. So I have always liked this body. And then you got the hips. They do a pretty wide kick. You can also do, not completely do the splits, but pretty close. So that is what they feel like. Now, unfortunately, it looks like America is way too tan for this particular body. I feel like the almond one might be the closest to his skin tone, although it still looks like his skin tone is a little brighter and more olive in color. The matching skin tone is more for my benefit because it would bug the crud out of me if their face was a completely different color than the rest of their body. But I will be putting clothes on them, so it's not that big of a deal. I was just hoping to get matching skin tones with these. So if they don't match and it bugs me enough, I probably will just sell these back. They weren't that expensive. I think $15 to $20. I did pay for shipping, obviously, but it wasn't too bad. And considering they give you a whole another base, in addition to extra hands and even a headpiece for compatibility, I think that's a pretty good deal considering, you know, they're just the bodies. You could easily make custom Nendoroid dolls much easier this way than if you were to try and build one using the different dolls currently released. There's just not enough for that right now, like you can do with regular Nendoroids. So I think my biggest hope right now is that Kuroko fits the skin tone pretty well. So let's go ahead and open him. He comes in the standard newer version of the Nendoroid box, which is a lot smaller than the previous box. He is number 1172. That's crazy. Can you believe there's been over 1170 Nendoroids? But the boxes are pretty standard. They just show you poses that you can do with this particular Nendoroid. I'm going to cut the bottom because that's just my preferred method of opening these. So as soon as you open the bottom, you have the pamphlet that you always get that shows you all the parts that he comes with and how to put them together. And then the inside of his box is just that solid blue. Feels like there's tape, but I don't feel it. Maybe... Where is this tape? Oh, never mind. I thought there was tape holding that down, but I'm just stupid. Well, here's Kuroko. He comes with 2 alternate faces, a couple extra hands to hold his drink and make his special move, a basketball obviously, a bended knee, and his dog, Kuroko number 2. He is so cute. I love him. So I'm not going to completely take him apart and all that because I want this to be quick. I don't have much time to film these days, but he looks so good. He looks exactly like he does in the anime. My only gripe, and I had this problem when I saw pictures of the prototype, is that they didn't make his face blank enough, if that makes any sense. If you've watched Kuroko's basketball, you know he has a blanker face in this. This just kind of looks like a standard, I don't know, face that you would see on any other anime. I think it's the shape of his eyes that are bothering me. They're not rounded enough at the sides. That's just a nitpick though. I still think he's really cute. He looks absolutely adorable. He is in his uniform, which looks, for the most part, pretty detailed and free of any flaws. Interesting. So usually with Nendoroids, they have a peg down here going into this part, but this is a ball joint, or as close to one as you can get. And it came off pretty loosely, so I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. It's really flexible, actually, but it looks kind of ridiculous. I wonder if that's just the new way they're going to make them now. Interesting, I did not know that. I haven't been keeping track of Nendoroid updates just because I haven't been buying them that often. Hopefully you can see his shoes are super cute. For how tiny they are, they have all the details needed. You've got his sating details under the uniform, the hole in the back for his peg. His hips are just like everywhere. He's got his standard rubber bands. They don't have any texture on them from what I can tell, but that's not really a problem for me. And I love how good they did with his hair. Super spiky, nice gradient, but still colorful. Really nice. And then let's just take a quick look at his other parts. They all look pretty good. Oh my gosh, number 2. He is so cute. Let me take him out. He doesn't look as innocent and wide-eyed as he does in the anime, but he's still really cute. I think it's just the transition from a standard-sized dog to this kind of chibier style. But he's still really cute. And then, other than the drink, the only prop he comes with really is his basketball. Here's the drink. This is from his favorite fast food restaurant, Maji Burger, where for the most part he only ever orders the same thing, which is his favorite drink, the vanilla shake. Ah! Come on, basketball. Wow, this basketball was really hard to get out of there, but here it is. It has the peg for you to add it to, I believe, its own special stand or an extension, because it has to look like he's shooting the ball from his hand and to the next player. So unlike in other figures, the ball itself doesn't have that texture of a basketball, but it still looks really good. I like the muted color, so it doesn't look super bright and cartoony. And then, as mentioned before, there is also the bended knee, leg, and 2 extra hands. And then those arm pieces for, again, more posing. So we have a more serious face, which doesn't really look that serious. In this case, I'm actually a little bit upset about that, just because he does have really intense moments in the series where he does look like he's angry versus just the blank stare. But then we have this cute little face where he's smiling. So overall, I would say, oh, and I forgot about the base in the bottom. If you pre-ordered this straight from Good Smile Company, you did get a special base that had his color as well as a basketball, and it was round. I kind of wish I'd gotten that, but unfortunately I missed the pre-order time. I completely forgot he was up for pre-order. So I decided to order him from AmiAmi instead, just so I didn't miss out on him. Overall, I still really like him though, despite how little he comes with. If you want a play toy, I think that would be a bummer, but for me personally, he's just going to be on my shelf looking cool, so I don't have much of a problem with it. He came with everything that I hoped he did, that is iconic to Kuroko. I was about to put him away, and then I remembered the whole reason I opened him was to check and see if his skin tone matched the doll. Wow, I can already tell the skin tone does not match, but I'm going to keep building him anyway. So as you can see, it's not the same skin tone. Kuroko himself is pretty pale, but I guess his skin tone is a different shade altogether. He's more of a yellowish color versus this very bright pink or light pink. So if anything, he might fit with the almond better, which I'm shocked by. Although this one just looks darker. I don't know. We'll see. The nice thing about these is that you can use different hands, so you could just take the hands from Kuroko's set and put them here so that it matches, and then just put clothes on them that cover the rest. But it's still kind of a bummer. I was really hoping that I wouldn't have to make any adjustments. But it's still pretty cool that I now have 2 extra bodies to work with if I want to just make him an actual doll. All you need is the head. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's it for this AmiAmi package. I will leave links to all the products that I opened in the description down below. Overall, I'm really happy with everything. I think the Nendoroid dolls, although they did not match the skin tones that I wanted, it does encourage me to start trying to make clothes for them and things like that. I'm really excited to try and start doing that. Hopefully I actually do it. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.